Hi guys, in this video I am going to show you that how you can add the policies into your store properly. So there are different policies like privacy policies, terms and service, refund policy and shipping policy. So let me show you one example that how people are making the mistakes. So you can see that I have this store of my friend, and he added the default template of the Shopify, but there are a lot of issues inside of it. You can see that he has not added these placeholders. These are as it is. He has just copied and pasted the things, but have not cross-checked that these things are not required. All right, so we need to filter few things which are not needed. So I will be showing you step by step that how you can add policies into your store properly, right? So first of all, you need to go to your dashboard. So here I have the dashboard, and then you need to click on settings. So once you will be clicking on settings, then you will be seeing on the right hand side we have legal. So once you are clicking on this legal link, then you will be redirected to this page where we have refund policy, privacy policy, terms of service and shipping policy. All right, so let me show you how you will be adding all these things. So first thing is like refund policy. So Shopify is always providing a template means pre-formatted things which are mostly common to all the stores. So for example, I am clicking on this button, create from template. So you can see that all the things has been automatically filled here. For example, in the common thing is like if we are refunding anything, then at that time we have the 30 days refund policy. After that, the seller will not be accepting the product, right? So this means that you have the 30-day warranty or maybe guarantee, right? So whatever email address you have added into your store, that would be shown over here. If you are interested to get the notification on the, or maybe giving the support to your customers through another email address, so you can add that one over here. And here we have all the important things like damages and issues, exception, non-refundable, returnable items. So all the things you can mention here. So by default, all the things which are mentioned here, these are relevant, so we need not edit these things, right? So this means that we have refund policy, that is okay now. So if you want, you can add more things. Then after we have privacy policy, so this is the important thing. First of all, you need to click on create from template. So you will be getting this type of template by Shopify itself. So you have to make some editing inside of it, because this is the common thing, and you have to make some changes. So firstly, you have these things like placeholders. So you have to remove this placeholder from here. Then we have another placeholder here, and below this we have one more placeholder. So we also need to remove this. Then we have disclosure for a business purpose, so we also need to remove this. Then after we have a customer support information, example of personal information collected. So all the things you have to, modification of the information listed below are additional information as needed, right? So you need not add this thing over here. And disclosure for business purpose, this is also not required, so you need to remove all these things from here. Then after, you have to go down below. So we have another thing here, so we also need to remove this. Then we have behavioral advertisement, insert it applicable if applicable. For example, you have Google Analytics connected with your Shopify store. So here you can mention that you have the Shopify Analytics where you are tracking everything. All right, but you need to remove the placeholders which are over here, because we have not needed these things. And lastly, we have this one, then you have to go down, and here you can see that we have different social media accounts. So if you have, they are providing, Shopify is providing default, like mostly people are using Facebook, Google, Bing. So if you want, you can edit over here. You can paste your accounts link. So placeholder is not required here. If you have additional things like Instagram and other social media accounts, so you can also mention over here. So you need to modify these links, these are important, right? Then you have to go down, and here also need to remove this, and lawful basis include all these applies. So you have to remove this, retention, then automatic decision making. For example, you are we do or do not engage in fully automated decision making that has a legal or otherwise significant effect using customer service. So you have to add do or do not. So you need to add one of them, not both. So for example, I am adding here, we do engage in fully automatic decisions. Then we have additionally these things, this is also a placeholder, so we need not add here. Then we have selling personal information. So for example, customer has some personal information, and if you are collecting those details and you are selling to other companies, other third parties, so here we have those things. So you have to remove this placeholder, and if you are interested to mention the specific things like email address, phone number, or store name, or your name, so you can mention in the list, right? Then you have your rights, include the following section if your store is located in, or if you have customers in Europe. So for example, your store is located in Europe, then these below policies are important. All right. So if you are living in Europe, I am considering you that you are living in Europe. If you are not, then you have to remove this GDPR, CCPA. These two are applied only for customers who are living in Europe, and you are selling to the European countries, right? So you also have to remove this one, this placeholder. You need to remove all the placeholders, but these policies are applied only on European customers. All right. So these two policies like CCPA and GDPR. And you also need to remove this placeholder from here. Then we have cookies. All right. So these policies are common, and we have to keep as it is. Report and analytics. And then we have this placeholder, and we have not needed this anymore. And if you will go down, you will see that we have the contact details here. So you have to modify the contact details. For example, I am just removing here my contact details. So if you are interested, you can add your contact details here, right? Then last updated, for example, you are updating your policies today, so you have to mention the date here. For example, I am updating in 31st of October 2020. So I have to mention here, right? Then after, on the down below, we have information of the website. For example, you have any website, so you can mention here the website name. All right. So for example, I have my own personal website, so let me tell you that ramzanmalik.in. So this is my website, so people can connect me through this website. All right, https:// and this. Then after, so we finalized the privacy policies. So make sure that you have to modify the contact details here. I have just written 3 dots, so you have to modify these contact details of your store, which I mean your office contact number as well as address. All right, so we are finished with privacy policy. This is important. So we have filtered all the placeholders which was not useful. Then we have terms of service. So you also have to create from template. So this is also okay because we don't have any type of placeholder here. So yeah, this is good enough. So if there will be any placeholder, so you have to remove that. So all the things down below, you have to mention your email ID. So I have already written by default the email ID through which your store is connected, that would be over here. So if you want, you can modify that email ID, because the person who is buying your product, he can able to connect with you according to the policies you mentioned. All right, or maybe government can take the actions. So lastly, we have shipping policies. Shipping policies means you have some physical products and you have bulky products like a refrigerator or television or fan or other big products. So at that moment, maybe your shipping process is little late. So you can specifically mention here that these products, if you are purchasing, then these many days would be spent to reach to you, reach to specific customer, right? So you can mention those policies over here, and maybe you can speed up the process by mentioning that these are the extra charges if you are adding while purchasing, then we can ship to you very fast. So those things you have to mention in the shipping policies, right? So I think that you got the basic understanding that how you can add your policies in this template. I mean, you can modify these templates which are already provided by Shopify. So you already know that these are important. Why? Because if you have mentioned it, if you have mentioned the things over here, definitely the government can take the actions according to your written policies. All right, so you have to keep an eye on every single thing which you have written here, because you are dealing with the customers, you are selling online. So if there is a scam or there is a problem with your store, so you are responsible according to your policies. So it is important that you have to look to your policies. Every single line you have to read, because these are the things that you are committing to your customers, that these are the things we are following and we are responsible for such type of issues. All right, so you are also committing to the government as well, because you are providing services online, so you also have to take the permission from the government. So you are defining those rules and regulations according to the law of the country in which you are selling and from where you are selling. All right, so these things are really important and we have to think about it deeply. So these are the critical points as well. So once you are finished with everything which you have mentioned over here, I mean, you added all the things, so then you have to click on save. All right, and once you are saving all the policies which you have generated through the templates of the Shopify, then you can add those things onto your front page. For example, we have online store, so let me click on this one. So this is test store I have added here. So I have not added anything over here. So on the bottom quick links, I am interested to mention here all the policies. So how I will be adding that is, you have to click on online store, and here we have navigations, and on the navigation we have footer menu, and in the footer menu you can mention all those things, like you have to add new item. So for example, we have privacy policy, and here we have policies, and this is privacy policy. Then you can add here, so this would be shown on in front, and then we have terms and conditions, or maybe terms and services. Then click on policies, this is terms of service, and then you can add. In the same way, another thing which is like refund policy, and here we have the policies, so you can mention here refund policy. So in the similar way, you can add the shipping policy as well. Currently we have not added anything in the shipping policy, that's why that is not showing here. So once you are done with this one, click on save, and now if you refresh this page on the front end, you will be getting all the things on the bottom. So you can see that we have this search, we have privacy policy, terms and condition, refund policy. So if you will have added the shipping policy, let me tell you, for example, we are clicking on legal. So we have at the last, we have this one. So this is shipping policy. So actually I am just adding 2 words so that the page should be created. So once this is created successfully, I mean once this is saving the changes which are over there, then you need to click on online store, and here again you will be getting the navigation, and then click on footer menu. Once you will be clicking on footer menu, then we have add menu item, and here we have to add shipping policy. And once you are clicking on link, then we have policies and we have shipping policy here. So you need to click on add, and this would be automatically added, and then you need to click on save menu and refresh the store. So you can see that we have shipping policy as well. If you are clicking on privacy policy, then you can see that we have everything looking fine. We have removed all the placeholders, but make sure that you have to improve these Facebook, Google, and whatever social media accounts you have. So you have to modify accordingly. Then you have to add the contact details and everything, right? So everything is okay. And if we are clicking on any other thing, for example, terms and conditions, so that is also looking good here. And then we have refund policy. So you can see that refund policy is also good, and shipping policy, currently we don't have any content, then that's why we are getting only 2 words. All right, so you can add multiple things, mention the things which we have discussed earlier. So I think you got the fruitful information from this video. So if you are thinking that this is useful for you, you can also share with other people, share this video on Facebook or any other platform where you are interested in, where your friends are. So if you are new on this channel, just subscribe this channel as well, because in the coming videos I will be uploading a lot of good content for you. And once again, I am also telling you that I am a website developer. I am doing freelancing. So if you have any type of issue, technical issue in websites like WordPress, React.js, and any type of technology, if you are not good in coding, then I can help you out with that. So if you have any question, you can ask me through WhatsApp. I am adding the contact details below in the description. You can ask me the question on the comment section. So everywhere you can connect me, and in this way we can help each other and by growing the business of each other, right? So thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next video.